These are the weaners. We weaned them from their mothers.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we wean them from their mothers, we take them away from the mothers. We bring them to their own paddock. And this is the critical point with the pigs or with any animals. When you take it from her mother, there is stress, number one, for it not having the mother close to it. So if you don't monitor them nicely, it's where you can create your death rate at this point. Because stress is one of the biggest diseases that you have to work on with your animals. Don't stress your animals too much. Then if there is no stress, then they can be all right. So we take them from their mothers, we bring them to this cage for 4 days without disturbing them, but feeding them different food. Because remember, there is also change of diet. They will be feeding milk, but when they come here, you have to give them a different food, like the bread. We give them bread, we give them some sorghum, we give them even the yellow mealies. They all eat that. And also the milk from the dairy, or even the whey. If we fermentate our milk, we get the whey. We also feed this to these small ones. So after 4 days, we castrate the males ones, the ones that we don't want. We do castrate them. And the castration we use scalpels. We are the ones, everything that I'm talking, we are the ones we are doing it. We don't hire anyone. It's not tricky. If you come for training, I will show you. These are the soil masters. They are not different types, but these are called the soil masters. They work on the soil. The soil masters themselves, with the number of piglets, the average to me is 7. So I normally sell the pigs, not the piglets.
But
Then
one piglets you want.
piglets I don't sell. I sell the pigs.
Fully grown pigs?
Why do you?
Yeah, but remember with the bulls, if you don't castrate them, they will start working very soon. And pigs are very active. Then they concentrate on mating instead of concentrating on feeding. So they don't grow, they don't make their muscles. They'll be always on the mothers. So castrate, then leave 1 or 2. So those are sheds. And with my sheds, I've started them squares. But after that, we have realized that why do we have to make squares? When you make something round, it's easy to move. One person can do it. Yeah. Then the other secret that we have seen now, for us to bring the maternity to their place, is put these around the mothers. Then the mothers will stay here. When it gives birth, the piglets will never go out. It stays with the mother. Then after 1, 2, 3 days, you open these things. You open the fencing. You see. So we have seen that also the teeth, they've got a purpose. Why do God give them teeth? If the teeth were not good, then you are creating your own death rate because of doing something that you don't have to do to an animal. Leave it like that, then you don't have that death rate. Yeah, in terms of weaning is one of the secret points. To greedy farmers, they win very early. If you are running for the numbers, you have to win very early, but you have to give them better food. Yeah. If you don't have money like me, you give them time. Yes, there was swine fever, I'm sure somewhere at this place. Where is this one? In confined and all these ones. With these ones, we don't have that challenge. The challenge we have seen of swine fever, I'm sure, if your pig stays at one place, you can get affected. Then after 8 months, they will be ready for meat. Then I can send the one that I don't like to the abattoir, especially the males. Then with the female, the sow, the guilty, they start getting pregnant at 8. Then they can start producing. They get pregnant very early. I don't have to control mating. Yes, I don't control mating. With our system, normally we don't choose one bull to do the job. How do you know that bull is fertile? So in this system or in this concept, we put more of the bulls to help each other. Any pig that is suitable to our environment, I keep it. Okay. When we take these pigs to the auction and put them in the auctions, the price that they give for these pigs is low. If a butcher or a restaurant tests this meat and the one from the stalls, you will find out they will give you better price than the white ones. Right? Can you go? Can you move as we ask you questions and answering? This is called a bacon and egg house. So you can get an egg and you can get a bacon. Right, and it is also very good for the farmers that are starting, small farmers that want to start. Okay. Then you can start with 4 sows and 1 bull, and 10 hens and 1 cock to start with. That can be done by the mother or the mother and the son to move this thing every day behind the yard. And you can see your chickens will be laying eggs there. And also these chickens, they can also concentrate on your tick system on your pigs. They will clean up your pigs. And there is water for them to drink and also the chickens. How can we start? This is how we can start. If someone wants to start, this is a setup to start with 5 pigs. Musasumuzise ugu. Musasumuzise. Then remember, it is behind your yard. You can decide to put your spinach in here. Then you plant your spinach. Because already there is fertilizer, the manure is there for the chickens and for the chickens and for the pigs. Then you can plant your spinach. Oh, so you can move them often. It doesn't matter. So you don't. If you move them often, then you don't have to give them more food. Right? We can go to. Let's go to the pigs. These are our soil masters' pig. Now they are hungry. So now we want to change the paddock. This is the paddock for yesterday. Yesterday they were in there and the paddock was like this. So by tomorrow this paddock will be like this. So these are the guys that are going to do the job. They are going to eat. And you know, this is amaranth. Amaranth is also a very good food. So they concentrate on eating the amaranth and a little bit of supplement. For example, with this size, we sometimes feed them yogurt, but remember the expired yogurt. We also feed them some flour, some bread. This is through an energizer. We use an energizer. It's not an electricity. An energizer is a shock and release. Yeah. So these 3 wires are the ones that keeps these pigs for a day in here without escaping to that side. So since these ones are small and they can be naughty, that's why you see the guy put also the other one inside. This is a warning to show them when you are going there is danger. So the first shock is on here. So when it is shocked from here, it retreats. So it will never reach here. That is a less. That one is life. That side is life. So this is how we count our pigs every day. Yeah, to those ones who doesn't fear, they can come closer, they can even. These ones are nearly something like, some are 7, some are nearly 6. They've got different sizes. Yeah, you can eat, yeah, you can see some of them you can eat. They've got good meat. These are the porkers.
Did you, sorry, Anderson, did you cut here where you put the wires?
Yeah, where we put the wires, we use a slasher. We meet us here, yeah, so the paddock, we move the paddock every day.
So you could start with this instead of a starter kit. Just have an electric fence.
Yeah, no.
Because they've got the shelter, everything.
They've got shelter and also some trees and water.
How many people do you need?
It's not permanent. The wire itself, it's only one guy who stays here a day to build the paddocks. One guy can make the paddocks.
Okay.
We don't have permanent wires. All the wires are the one to build for tomorrow.
You move the wires.
Yeah, we move everything. Everything is movable. So in our grazing, we have got 2 types of grazing. In summer, we only mow. Then in winter, we do what we call preparation of the land. So that is the time that the pigs will be planting their own food in winter. Now they only mow, then they recover. This is not the first time for them to be in here. Yeah, they have been in here, do the grazing, while the Amazon was like this. Then they take everything down. It recovers now, you see now, it doesn't grow bigger. Now they are here for the second time, for the third time. Then they will come again here, these ones will shoot again. Then in winter, it's when I'm going to clear everything. The one that I don't eat, it goes into the ground. We don't plant, the animals plant what they want, because everything is in the ground. The seeds comes from in. But what happens with the seeds is the animals that choose which type of, because firstly, every year, Amazon is the first plant to come. And there is no grass that competes with Amazon. So now they are feeding them. Inside.
Second one. Oh.
Yes.
We do sheep with poultry netting, and they stay. So you don't have.
And that thing is a clip feed.
What is
You see that round thing? It's a clip feed. A clip feed. That one is, you can see we have got different sizes of pigs in there. So we put the food, the nice food in that clip in order for the young ones to get in there so they run away from the competition. Very young. Right now we have come to the cows. So with our cattle, this is how they graze. But this is a demonstration of a fire guard. How can you prevent your farm from fire, from another farmers? Remember, we are different. Some farmers doesn't like fire guards. But you yourself, how can you prevent your only grass for your only cows? So we have seen that the cattle themselves can make their own fire guard. So you graze right around the farm with your cattle about some meters from the boundary to where you want, like what they did in here. So when that farm bends or that paddock bends, when it comes in here, the fire will be weak and it's easy for you to finish it off. It's the animals that take the grass and feed themselves. After feeding themselves, what do they leave behind? This is what they leave. They leave something for the soil and something for the grass to grow on. So they are fertilizing. So let's go where the cows are. So this is the fire guard, as you can see, and you can even look at the other side that they didn't graze. You will see the difference. So now we want to move them to another paddock. So with the cattle, it's not like they move to one paddock, then they stay for the whole day. The herders will be the cattle, and there will be some advantages of keeping their animals or stay with their animals. The animals must know their owners or the ones that look after them. So they stay with them, so they don't run away from them as strangers, because they know they are herders. Then there is also observation in terms of if a cow is sick, there is identification. Because these cows are at one place, as they get into a paddock, you easily identify that this cow is not feeling happy. Then you can take action very quickly. Instead, if your cattle are in a paddock, it takes you some days, or you have to look for a horse to run all over the paddock, bring them together, and see the one that is sick. Sometimes you miss it. It will be under a tree. Eventually, those birds will show you there is something wrong here. And also in grazing. So for us, we use the animals to take everything down. It doesn't matter they eat it or not. Even if they don't eat it, it goes into the ground. It fertilizes the soil. It also makes a blanket to the soil. Then you'll be building the soil structure with your animals. So there is no burning in this system. What you can do only is to trim your trees in order for your cattle to get an access to graze around the tree. You can trim them, but not uproot all the trees. Then you say, like you want to build the ground. Trees are very valuable. They even eat the trees. They even eat the pods for your cattle. They're also valuable to the animals. So you need to have trees. You need to have grass. Grass is one of the secrets that farmers doesn't utilize properly. If you keep grass, your bank will be a little bit bigger with the grass, but not by taking from what you have worked for, then put to the animals. Utilize the grass. Then your animals are fed out of grass, not from the shop. Use the resources that is around you. Not use something from America, but we have got the breeds. Let's use those small ones, the portable ones. Let's look after them. They don't need more food. You have to look for a portable animal that doesn't need more food in terms of supplement. So our cattle, they do graze. So if they finish this section, it's a small section, they finish, the guys opens for another day. They can even graze up to that side until they are satisfied. Around 4, they make the last paddock that they say it's a crow for them to sleep. So they will sleep, they will graze there. Whilst they want to graze, they will even come back and pick the remains. And you find the whole area will be like this. In communal lands, how do you tell them to improve their lands in terms of grazing? What we have seen in communal lands, remember, there is a chief who is responsible for the area, and there are some headmen and all this. If you go to those people, explain to the herders or to the chiefs the system first, he accepts it. Then you go to the headman brings it to the people. When it comes on your heart, you have got 5 cattle, I've got 5, I've got 2. If it comes to us, 10 of us as that village, we put our cattle together. We graze them, but we cannot even graze them with wires. We graze them normally, like what we did at home. The herders will be with the cattle all the time, moving the cattle as they go. So the cattle will never come back to this area because the herders are there. So they all push them that side. As they go right round, this will recover. then they've got something to do it. But it needs people to have it on their heart, and they will take it from there. We have got an example in Dibamombe in Victoria Falls, where people are grazing in this system. All the communal farmers are bringing their cattle together, look for 1, 2, 3 herders whom they can pay. Then the herders are the ones that look after the cattle. But it only needs you farmers to be together, and you can take it from there. As you can see, you see that grass, how it was like. And if you look at here, you can see there is a difference. They have eaten and they are satisfied. Then they trimble the one that they don't like into to make a blanket or a mulch into the soil. Yeah, so on the recording, we have got 2 types, ear notching and the tags. If you look at the tag sometimes shows the month and the year it was born. That is what is on a tag. The ear notching is only the number 10 or number 15. We can even come or send our guys to your farm to train your cows to do like that, whilst they are at your farm. And also when you are grazing like this, you are trying to prevent nutrient transfer. Because if you let them go everywhere, they go to any corners, and all the nutrients comes to the water point. It's where the cattle rest for forever. So the nutrients always around there. So with this system, the water is movable. So we are also sharing the nutrients into the system. So guys, open for the cattle.
How many dogs? How many dogs?
Oh, with dogs, I've got lots of dogs.
How they check if this one is Can they know that this one is coming to destroy or to steal? Or
Yeah, if you come to do something, they know you. Now they know you have come for something, for a different thing. That's why it's friendly to you.
So here you've separated the bulls, or it's the mixed masara, everything.
The bulls, my bulls are in there. The one that I have separated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't accept it.
Yeah, since these cows, they stays with the bull. It's like I don't control all those things.
Okay.
Yes. It's not like I always said, I want to have cows in June.
Okay.
No.
Because you've got plenty of grass.
I've got grasses, the bulls must stay with the mothers. So always, when it is on heat, yeah, and that's it. It shows the fertility of your cow.